Basics. In this video, we will continue our course, which is Claude Code Basics. We are on module 2.4, and we will create our first app. So this will be, we'll pick a habit forming app, right? It's just an idea, right? I mean, obviously it's very popular in the market. You can create one for yourself. You can customize it for yourself. But anyway, point being is we'll create a habit forming app, a full-fledged app. We will go ahead and host it also. You can see my screen. We are going to build, we are on module 2.4, right? We're going to build an actual app, right? And let's just see the difference between what we did so far. We built a landing page. So what's the difference? Landing page is just, you cannot truly interact with the landing page. It's just there. It gives you information, right? It is dynamic, but an app, it can store data. It can do things for you. It can kind of remember, right? So we'll build a habit tracker. Okay. Basically, we will follow the prompt recipe, the lesson which we did in 2.2, right? We'll follow the same structure, okay? And let me just quickly show you exactly what are we talking about, right? So, okay, so remember our 2.2 structure was, look at this prompt, right? So this, we said all prompts could be modeled around this main structure, this main prompt, right? So start with the outcome, define the sections, log the design, the tech constraint, and ask for the next steps, right? If you haven't watched it, please watch I'm going in sequence. So 2.2 is posted on the YouTube channel, okay? So let's look at the actual prompt here for building. We are on the habit tracker. Let's look at the prompt. Right? So the prompt again is outcome, build a simple habit tracker web app that remembers my streaks. Okay. Okay. Sections, it gives you some sections here. A list of my habits, a done today, check off button on each habit, a streak count per habit, and add habit and delete habit control. Okay. Remember it, that's just some context to the thing. Then design, what design you want, then what tech we want, and then how do we run it, how do we preview it, how do we work on it, right? Now remember, I said before, if for some of these things, right, I mean, you can, if you were building a real habit tracker, right, you could start with this, but then you can, right, refine the sections, right? Now, how do you refine the sections? That's where either you have something set in your mind. Okay, this is what I want. This is how I want the app to look. This is how I want the app to work, right? Or you can just go into the plan mode with Claude Code, and come up with the perfect plan first. Tell Claude to help you plan. Let it come up with the ideas. Remember, it has tons of data, right? So it will come up with like some of it. Then you may connect with some, you may not connect with some, and then you can fine tune it, right? So same with the tech stack, right? Let it help you figure it out. You are the final decision maker, but it can help you with different pros and cons, right, of using which tech would be perfectly suited for you. So for example, right now in this lesson, we are only gonna do a web app, right? We're not doing a mobile app, right? If we were gonna do a mobile app, then maybe the tech stack would be different, right? So all that planning should be upfront, right? Then once you have that planning, you can construct the prompt and you can use it, right? So let's jump into it. Let me copy the prompt, right? I have Claude Code running here. This is my window. I'm going to name it habit tracker, right? I can stop it here. I just like naming my window here with the actual task I'm performing. It's just a habit I've formed. It's not necessary, it's not needed. I just like it, right? So here, let me just give it some context. You are live as part of the lesson progression lesson plan. We will build a habit tracker app. Okay, here is the prompt. Okay, let's see. So I fed, I'm just giving it some context that, this is mainly for a lesson we are creating, and just giving it some and feeding the prompt itself, right? So okay, so let's see how it goes. It may take a minute or two. Remember, it's a substantial task we have given. Let's see which model are we using. Okay, so we are using Opus. Let's see. We are on Opus 4.8. Okay. And I have a video on basically different modes, right? I will switch to bypass permissions because I just wanted to build quickly. Okay, so what does it say? Okay, just open it, double click habittracker.html, and it opens in your browser. That's all you need for the app. Okay, or serve it locally. Nice habit for later steps. Okay, we'll test that. But you will see 3 starter habits. Okay, let's just jump right into it, right? Let me see, how do you, let's see. Okay. I prefer to run it locally on local host. Let me see, I'm just, okay. Do I need to run what is the full path for Claude Code Basics folder? Okay, so I'm in school Claude Code Basics. Okay, let's do this. Actually, we can just copy the whole thing. Let's open a terminal. I'm just gonna run this so that we can run a local server, right? Let me just make it bigger. So we'll copy the command, right? So see, if we look at it, we are in users Claude. So this is just my path. So on desktop, I have a folder called school, then Claude Code Basics. Okay, so that's where we are. Let's go back. Yeah, we make it a little smaller so we can copy it, and then this is what we want to run. Okay, so let me just make it bigger. So we are running Python, and then we're giving it like the server and the port, right? So let's see, it should. Okay, and then let's go back to okay, then we should be able to run this. So we just go to a browser. And paste it. Let's see. Okay, so now you're running it locally. In one of the following future lessons, I will show you how to push the code to GitHub, and then from there you can host it onto Vercel or you can host it onto Cloudflare, right? We'll cover all that, right? So let's just take a look at it, right? So let's just add a habit, right? I like yoga, right? So let me just add that. So this is added here, right? And let me see, drink water, not sorry, check it off today. I did, okay. Read, I didn't read anything. Move, I didn't move. And you can change these to something more meaningful, right? So yoga, I did yoga, right? Let's say I don't know what move means. Read is fine, but let's say I want to make it a little bit more meaningful. I want to have reading 10 minutes, okay? And then I want, let's say, walking 30 minutes, okay? So, and I didn't actually do either of them. I kind of wire it more with like, logins, users, database. Right now it's just using local storage, okay? But you can see how, I mean, you can see it's like very usable, right? So this is just more basic. We can eventually build into something more fancy. Okay, thanks.